Hello, my name is Elise, also known as Assassin Agent or some form/variation of Assassin Agent across gaming platforms, and this is the very first official episode of Strawberries in Video Games. Now, you may be wondering why the show is called Strawberries in Video Games, and I will get into that, but in a different episode that dives into the background of the show and channel and everything that is going on. But for today's first episode, I just wanted to go ahead and get right into a game review. Now, first, what I will say about the show is that what you can expect to find here is a variety of gaming topics, reviews, some fun challenges. We're going to get kind of creative with some things. And across my YouTube and Twitch channels, you will see live streams of me playing some of my favorite video games and new and upcoming games as well. In fact, earlier this week, I actually just streamed the initial September update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. So if you'd like to check that out and see my reaction to that initial update, you can find that in my Twitch channel. What I will also say is that typically the episodes in this show will focus on Xbox and Nintendo Switch games in particular, just because those consoles are my jam right now. But that's not to say that I won't ever cover other games and other consoles. In fact, for the very first episode, I'm already breaking form from that by covering a game that just came out for Oculus, both Oculus Rift and Oculus Quest on September 1st. Now, amidst the excitement this past week with the September update for Animal Crossing and news of the Xbox Series X launch, date and price and all that going on, when this game first came out, it actually flew under my radar for a minute. But when I was told of it and I saw the trailer for it, it was something that grabbed my attention and made me want to get out my Oculus Quest and check this game out. This game is called Cookout, A Sandwich Tale by Resolution Games. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I was immediately reminded of Overcooked, which is one of my favorite games to play on Nintendo Switch. I played Overcooked, the first one, and I play a ton of Overcooked 2 right now. I love all the DLC, all the expansions, the new kitchens that are coming out, and I'm super excited for that update coming out later this year. But when I saw the trailer for Cookout, I thought of that game, I thought of Overcooked, I thought of how much I love the chaos of cooking games, and I thought what an interesting twist it is to see a cooking game but one that you would play in a VR environment. I thought that could be something really interesting, so I had to give it a try. Now, so far I've only played through the tutorial and the first few levels, so I have a lot more gameplay still to do, and I totally plan to play a lot more after what I initially saw. But let's take a minute to check out some of my initial gameplay on my Oculus Quest. Now, the game is set within a fairy tale land, and rather than overcoming crazy and insane obstacles in a variety of kitchens or working with a whole bunch of different recipes, the focus here instead is just to simply build the best sandwiches that you can within this kingdom. And you also have to make these sandwiches for a variety of magical creatures. You're just gonna leave me to cook for these wolves by myself? I need to stop. What? Really? So as you progress through the game and the characters differ, so will your strategies on how you can best make their sandwiches. And with that, you get some interesting tools thrown at you as well that help you make their sandwiches too. You can play solo with the help of an AI robot, cleverly named Rovbot, or you can play multiplayer.
Go! Yeah!
So far, I really like the game. It does get pretty intense at times.
Onion, chop the onion!
Okay, bread.
Bread,
oh, that's
it's
me.
your bread.
But in a way that is so ridiculous that it's just fun and silly to me.
Hurry, chop it! Chop it! Chop it!
I also thought that the different characters that come to your shop and the way the game is shaped around those characters, I think that really differentiates the game and sets it apart. Of course, the fact that it is all done within a VR environment, I think that makes the game pretty unique as well. I did have a bit of a learning curve with learning to chop the ingredients and things like that and work virtually.
Ooh.
I did knock a few things over, I did drop the knife a few times, but I mean, hey, that's what the tutorial's for. So far, I'm not quite sure if the game is one that might have opportunity for expansion or DLC, or if it's going to have just a very set storyline and that's it. But as a gamer, I like playing a good balance of games that are ones that are kind of never ending with those expansions, and it's kind of more, games as a service, along with those sort of set, here's your story, here's the game. Either way, I definitely plan to play more of this game and see where the story takes me. So if you'll excuse me, I need to go make some sandwiches.